Hey guys, DMS here. Today I have for you a review of the Sennheiser HD58X. So these are cheap at $150 on Massdrop, and they very closely resemble a lot of other famous headphones like the 600, the 650, and now the 660S. But I've seen a lot of interesting comparisons between these and those. And while I would like to go over a lot of the things these headphones have, I'd also like to dispel some rumors about these headphones that may be misleading to some people that are just getting into audio. So let's start with that. First off, these are not the HD660S. These do not use the same driver, and these are not anywhere near on the same level as the HD660S. They are, however, very tonally similar, but the driver in these is actually much closer to the driver in the HD559. Now with that said, let's continue with the review. Build-wise, these are very similar to the rest of the lineup. They do feel a little bit cheaper, I will say, and I wish that they'd continued the same finish from the top onto the bottom of the headphones because there are several pieces that are just unpainted and unfinished. Now with that said, this finish on top is a fingerprint magnet, but it's kinda hard to complain for the price of these headphones. Like everything else in this line, they do have quite a bit of clamp force out of the box, but I'm guessing that over time, like many of the others in the series, that will loosen up. Now, any Sennheiser owner will tell you that these pads wear out fast, and these pads are very reminiscent, if not the exact same, as the rest in the series. You probably have to replace these on a yearly basis, depending on how much you use them. And with that, I don't recommend going with any aftermarket pad options, as they just seem to diminish sound quality. There is a little bit of creaking, and the cable in these is about the same as the HD600 and HD6XX. So build-wise, we're not looking at something phenomenal, but we're also not looking at something that's gonna fall apart in your hands. And I would say this is pretty much what I'd expect for $150. So let's move on to sound. Sound-wise, these are very, very, very tonally similar to HD660S, but you are not getting anywhere near the level of detail, the dynamics, and definitely not the soundstage. And I know that the 660S has a very narrow soundstage, but these really do take it to another level. They're very, very closed in feeling. Now with that said, they are well extended on both ends and have a slight elevation in the lows over the rest of the lineup. Now you can change this by taking out the foam backing in here, and that does make them frequency response wise almost identical to HD660S. But it becomes very clear side by side that they are definitely not the same headphone. Now am I complaining? No, definitely not. These are absolutely phenomenal for their price. I think if you're looking for something that's going to handle vocal intimacy, vocal presence, and pretty much mid-range clarity across the board, you're not going to find a better deal than these. But the HD650, HD600, HD6XX, and HD660S definitely all outperform it in terms of detail, resolution, and surprisingly enough, soundstage, considering the entire line is extremely narrow. I would even go so far as to say that in some areas the 580 outperforms them, but the 580 has been discontinued for a very long time. And if you're buying a new headphone, you're probably gonna want something with a warranty anyway, so. Now I do like that these went with the newer style of headband padding as opposed to the HD600 style. This helps prevent getting a hot spot in the center, and I can also hang these on a headphone stand without worrying about damaging this padding on either side. And as far as amp pairing is concerned, these are very easy to drive. I was able to run them off my laptop, off my phone. They're only 150 ohms, so they will benefit from an amp, but they're not resolving enough to really tell major differences between amps like you're going to with HD600 and HD650. But in conclusion, these are an exceptional pair of headphones for the price. If you don't mind the soundstage and the fact that they're a little bit plasticky, you're not really going to get mid-range performance like these in any other headphone for the price. However, if you have the extra budget, I highly recommend springing for the HD6XX. So guys, if you like this video, please leave a like down below and a comment letting me know what you want to see in the future. If you want early access to reviews like this one, I also have my Patreon linked in the video description, and don't forget to stick around and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Until the next one, guys. Peace.
stop.